This is John Paul. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I got an article here from Cinema Blend, and it says, now Johnny Depp is trying to fight Amber Heard's countersuit after getting asked to appear in court. So, let's see what we got here. The legal battle between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard continues, and while a libel suit filed by Depp that included Heard recently concluded, the pair now turn their attention to dueling defamation lawsuits which each side has filed against the other. Johnny Depp's defamation suit against Amber Heard is set to go before a judge next year after a series of pandemic-related delays, but Heard's defamation suit against Depp may end up going nowhere as the defendant's side of the suit is now asking a judge to throw the whole thing out. And the thing is, Amber's counterclaim against Johnny Depp is just blatantly ridiculous, so I would guess pretty safely that it is going to go nowhere, as this article here predicts. Amber Heard's defamation suit was filed in August and claims that the actress has been the target of a smear campaign that has made false and defamatory statements about her, specifically that her statements against Johnny Depp have been lies and that she is attempting to perpetuate a hoax against him, including committing perjury herself. Heard's suit states that the campaign against her has attempted to get her removed from her role in the Aquaman film franchise. Nope. No. Thing is, pretty much, fans across the board know that Amber Heard is guilty of abusing Johnny Depp and quite a few other things, and they have taken it upon themselves to see if we could stir up a little noise and try to get Amber Heard out of the Aquaman franchise. Number one, as you guys know, is the petition, which is almost on 500,000 people. We've also got a lot of coverage from independent sources like YouTube channels who keep dropping all these facts and keep pointing out things like I do about why Amber Heard just is not a decent person and how she most likely, most probably, most definitely is guilty. So my main point is, it's not Johnny who did anything really. According to Courthouse News, Johnny Depp's lawyers are arguing that the statements regarding perpetuating a hoax are statements of opinion, not claimed to be facts, and as such, they are not actionable, legally speaking. While Heard's lawsuit cites text by Depp stating a desire to burn Amber, the statement was made in a private text, not publicly, and thus would not, according to the lawyers, constitute defamation. Yeah, I never quite thought of it exactly like that. So a lot of people on Amber's side complain about this text that Johnny made saying he was going to, F Amber's, this and that. And the thing is, they go crazy about this text. Like, oh my God, this text proves Johnny's this terrible person. And like the article states, the text is private. It's not something that he ever meant to get out to anybody at all. So it doesn't really matter. And a lot of the argument on my behalf, and maybe the behalf of people on the side for justice for Johnny, is that that was a private text between a friend. That's it. So, whatever it was, it doesn't make a difference legally. Because, like we just went over here, it's private, not public. End of story. Let's keep going. Related, Johnny Depp addresses allegations Amber Heard pooped in their bed. We're going to skip that, but we know all about it. So here, they go over the fact that, it could have some consequences for Johnny because he is actually ordered to come and sit for 3 days in early November, which might hinder the filming of Fantastic Beasts, which is coming up. It's a movie he's in, I'm sure everyone knows. This part here is kind of interesting too. Johnny Depp's original defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard is currently set to be heard in May of next year. Although Heard is also looking for a declaratory judgment in the case that the op-ed she wrote for the Washington Post, which is at the center of the case, is protected by the First Amendment and thus is not legally actionable. In the op-ed, Amber Heard wrote about a history of abuse that she had suffered. While no names were ever mentioned in the piece, it was believed from the beginning that Depp was the subject of the op-ed, and Depp now claims that it directly led him to losing out on his lucrative Pirates of the Caribbean's franchise role. Now, let's think about this for a second. So, Amber Heard is saying, basically, what I gather here is that it's my First Amendment right to write this op-ed, and that's absolutely true. Now, the problem is, you have the First Amendment right to say what you want. But that doesn't mean that the words you have the right to say won't bring you consequences if you let's say something untrue and bad about somebody. I mean, I could say whatever the fuck I want, but if those words actually harm someone, I'm liable for that. So I don't really think that's gonna fly. Obviously, as some of you guys might know, I'm no lawyer, but it's looking like that argument she's got about the First Amendment doesn't mean much. You guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. Personal note, I think this news is important. I'm going to cover it, but like everyone else, we're really waiting for the verdict for the son, and we're waiting for some real progression in this case and some real hard evidence that Amber Heard is out of Aquaman 2. I'm assuming she's in it. I mean, there's just nothing pointing to the fact that she is out of the movie. Everything seems to point towards she's still in the movie. I read an article today that said, Depp and Heard will be in Fantastic Beasts 3 and Aquaman 2, which we know Depp will be in Fantastic Beasts 3, but they're going to film it where if the case actually gets, really blown up and there's some bad press, that they'll be able to, take out some of those roles, reduce the roles, but they're going to film them. So, man, I gotta think that Amber Heard will be in Aquaman 2, and we're going to get ready for a B word. Anyway, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm going to give a shout out to Darth News. He's never going to watch the video to the end, so he's not going to thank me, but I guess I usually don't watch his videos to the end, but his are 23 minutes, and mine are 7 to 8 to 9. Giving him a shout out because I saw this article on his channel. That's enough explanation. If you subscribe here, it'll be great. You'll get videos, articles, some Photoshops. I'm busy these days, but I got some Photoshop slideshows coming. If you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.